you skip a meal, you skip a snack, no points, except for breakfast. Okay? When you skip breakfast, minus 2 points. All right? Shame on you. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. If you're waking up not hungry, we need to fix that. Okay? That's not normal. That means we're having a hormone imbalance. All right? Number 2. 0 wads in a week. All right? What did I say for that one? Oh yeah, this one's minus 10. Ouch. Okay, don't be that. Just one workout will get you 5. That's a 15-point swing. Okay? Don't let life get in the way.
That's then, minus 10 per week.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry.
So it's minus 2 per day for skipping breakfast, minus 10 per week.
Per day. That's very important. Right? So up to 14 points a week, up to 10 points a week that you could miss. Okay? 0 wads in a week, yeah. Okay, this one is the candy, treats, sweet treats, okay, baked goods, your pasta, your bread, that's baked good. Oh yes, cereals, right? There's going to be a clear list. These are like the really bad things. These are the things that like, I can't just be like, oh yeah, you didn't do a very good job on that meal. This is like, you really screwed up, okay? Because they're putting you back for a number of reasons. If you've been to one of my nutrition talks, these are the things that get like the 5 black circles on it. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about. Black circle means don't do it. 5 black circles means slow death, okay? So, that's a minus 2 per offense. So if you have like the treat that has 2 little treats in it, you eat both of them, I'm going to say it's minus 4. I'm getting there. Oh, I didn't even go over the beverages. I'll get to that too.
Coffee and milk is not breakfast.
That's what that's not on the food list, and it's missing something out here, okay? Especially if it's non-fat.
Some sugar.
Okay, actually this is a good time. No, I'm going to finish these 2. Okay, so some of the biggest problems that we've encountered in other nutrition challenges, we've done paleo nutrition challenges. I really feel like the food lists that are created by those, authors are great. They're the foods that we should be eating. But going back to what I said initially, it's not just about picking something on the list and eating it and being like, I'm making, I'm doing all the right things. It's about putting it into meals, okay? And practicing, that's how we start to practice moderation. We start to think about how much we eat by getting that kind of stuff. Another way I'm going to put moderation into this challenge, because 2 areas where people go overboard in terms of moderation and excess when it comes to this type of eating is with eating far too much fruit and far too many nuts, okay? Because nuts and fruit, they're good, all right? But not if you're just walking around with a bag of nuts and crushing fruit all the time, okay? And those are really 2 things that I've been thinking, I've been going back and forth, how am I going to make this, how am I going to moderate this? And so for now, let me just say it's going to be too much of nuts, and fruit, okay? And I'm still ironing out the details of how much that's going to be, but guys, it's going to be a very reasonable and moderate dose, like something that you guys can do and be happy about, but it's going to force you to look for other fat sources, which there are plenty, okay? Oils, coconut products, butter, heavy creams, like there's lots of stuff out there that I'm going to allow that doesn't need, nuts. Nuts are a fat source, and so when people go with protein, fat, carbohydrate, they just reach for nuts and like, this is my fat, and they just eat a lot of it. There's going to be a fixed amount that you can have in a day. Same thing with fruit. Fruit is a carb. It's a carb that I'm going to allow, but I'm not going to allow it to be your only carb source because it's convenient. People reach for it all the time. Vegetables take more time to prepare, and so this challenge is going to challenge you to prepare stuff. Okay. So here, ooh, this is what you're waiting on. Wait, alcohol. I don't even know how to spell it because I never drink it. No, I'm just kidding. Alcohol. Okay, is that right?
Yes.
Sweet. Or E-T-O-H.
On Thursday?
Ethanol.
Every other hour?
That's how I do it. Okay, so there's going to be wine, you know, spirits, and beer. And I'm going to say that I believe this is, I'll double check my notes, but this is like 1.5 ounces, and this is like 12-ounce serving. Okay? In total, you can have 3 per week on this challenge. Generous. How long is a week?
How long is it?
So deductions. Too much booze. Okay?
Can we bake it?
No rollover booze.
So we don't do anything when we bake it.
There's no rollover fruit either. The week ends on Sunday and starts on Monday. So Monday to Sunday. Monday to Sunday. Okay?
What's the deduct on booze?
Yeah.
The deduct on Oh, we'll go -2 per
Week.
Per
Drink. We're drinking over.
That's steep.
Really gotta like your piece of
yeah. Spread it out. Okay, if you guys want to walk out now, you can. Shoot. What else? What else? What else? Oh, here's another deduction, guys. So here's what I was getting to. With these two things, there's caffeine involved. Caffeine is typically not a problem for people. I'm making a pretty general statement on that. I'm not against caffeine. I'm against it when it starts to interfere with other healthy lifestyle practices, like sleeping appropriate amounts, like managing your stress and your adrenal glands, right? The organ that handles stress and dumps out all those hormones. And so one way that I think I can just say will help you guys just across the board is by saying you gotta have this before, the caffeine stuff has to happen before 3 p.m. Okay? That's pretty generous. Okay? I would highly encourage people to shut caffeine off before noon. So, but before 3. So if you have any caffeine after 3, after 3 is -2 per day.
Where's dairy? Is dairy allowed on this, or?
So that's going to be on the food list, and
Okay.
there's only heavy cream is allowed.
Okay. Only what? Heavy cream?
Yeah.
It's not like raw cheese.
What about butter?
But that's not, if you notice, that's not a deduction. It just happens to be something that you will get no points for. So if you throw in something in your meal, it's a neutral. So make it part of your snack. Say again? Soda is a candy treat. This is like, so soda's here, okay, and there. Soda's a double. A double
diet
whammy. If it's a diet soda, shoot. Huh? Yeah, I'm sorry. Soda is soda. It doesn't matter if it's diet or regular. It's right there. It's an offense. It's in the treat category. And it's got caffeine. So that's a double whammy. Yeah. Especially if it's after 3. Only if it's after 3. You only get the double offense after 3.